Hi boys and girls, welcome back to today's music lesson. Today we're going to focus on singing and chocolate rhythms. Before we start singing, we need to warm up our voice. Some of you might recognize my slinky from last year or the year before. I go first. Woo, 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 woo. It's your turn. Woo, 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 woo. Nice job. Here's another one. Your turn. Here's the next one. Your turn. Here's our last vocal warm-up. I go first. Here's your turn. Nice job. Let's go ahead and start singing. Okay, we're going to use two notes. So the first one is called so. So can you do this with your hands? My thumbs are pointing up. So think about a thumbs up sign, but you bring out your fingers. Can you sing so? Good work. The next note is called me. So I actually just turned my hands, my palms facing down. Can I say so? Your thumbs are up. And let me see me. Your palms are facing down. Did you notice that one was higher and the other one was lower? Yeah, and the position of my hand also changes. So that changes the way it feels in your voice. Okay, I go first. I'm going to come up with some patterns. Listen closely. So, so, so. Your turn. So, so, so. Great work. Please remember to use your soft singing voice, right? We don't need to be loud when we sing. Here's the next one. Me, me, me. Your turn. Me, me, me. Okay, that's what they feel like in our voice. One's higher and the other one's lower. Okay, let's see if I can come up with some other patterns. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. I go first. So, mi, so. Your turn. So, mi, so. My turn. Mi, mi, so, mi. Your turn. Mi, mi, so, mi. Mi, 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 so. Your turn. Mi, 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 so. Last one. So, 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 mi. So, 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 me. Nice work. I hope you could feel the difference between the higher sound, the so, and the lower sound, me. We're going to use that later in our activity. So don't forget what that feels like in your voice. Okay, now let's talk about our chocolate rhythms. So if you look at my music stand, all right, let's go ahead and look at my music stand. I have 4 different chocolate bars. So the first one is Twix. Can you think about how many sounds that word has? I'll let you think about it on your own. While you're thinking, I'll put it on my hand. So it should sound like this. Twix. 1 sound. The next one is Kit Kat. How many sounds does Kit Kat have? I want you to think about that for a second. Okay, let me put it on my hand. Kit Kat. That has 2 sounds. The next candy you'll see is M&M's. How How many sounds does that have? Think about it. Yeah, it has 3. So we say M&M's. And then the last chocolate bar is Butterfinger. How many sounds does that one have? Yeah, it has 4. So let's put it on our hand. Butterfinger. Okay, I'm going to come up with some patterns with my chocolate bars. I go first. And actually, you can put it on your palm. Twix, Kit Kat, M&M's, Butterfinger. Your turn. Twix, Kit Kat, M&M, Butterfinger. Hey, did you notice that these rhythm patterns, the amount of sounds each candy has is similar to what we've done before? We weren't calling them these candy bar names. We're actually calling them Spider, Cat, Frankenstein, or Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, those are the same music notes, but we're applying them to chocolate bars. All right, let me come up with a new pattern with just these. Let's see what that sounds like. I go first. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Twix, M&M's. Your turn. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Twix, M&M's. Did you notice that Twix felt longer compared to the other chocolate bars? Yeah, that's because it's that ta sound. Let's try it again. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Twix, M&M's. All right, boys and girls, we're going to add singing and chocolate rhythms at the same time. So if you look at my piece of paper, you'll see 2 lines. The one on top has an S. That's for sol. Remember we were singing that? And then the bottom line says mi. That's the lower note. Sol, mi. Okay, I'm going to make some chocolate bar patterns with the smaller chocolate bar printouts that I have on the music stand. So let's see. I can either put it on the top line, the sol line, or the bottom line, the mi line. So I'll start with Twix, and then I'll do Kit Kat. Let's try Twix again, and then Kit Kat. Before I sing this pattern, did you notice that when I put my Twix on the top line, I didn't put anything underneath it? It's blank. When I put my Kit Kat on the bottom line, there's nothing on top of it. Same for this chocolate bar, and same for that chocolate bar. That's important because when we make our own pattern, you want to make sure that nothing is stacked like this. Because we can't sing 2 notes at the same time. We can only sing them one at a time. All right, I go first. Twix, Kit Kat, Twix, Kit Kat. Your turn. Twix, Kit Kat, Twix, Kit Kat. So we had a high, low pattern. Let me try another one. But I'll do some different chocolate bars. Let's see. Now remember, when we're writing our own patterns, we don't want to stack anything. We want to make sure nothing's below it or above it. I go first. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, M&M's. Your turn. Kit Kat, Butterfinger, M&M's. I'm going to do one more of my own pattern. And let's see what I can come up with. I'll start with me, and then so, mi, so. I go first. Butterfinger M&Ms, Butterfinger M&Ms. Here's your turn. Butterfinger M&Ms, Butterfinger M&Ms. Great job, boys and girls. Now we're adding melody. So when we're singing, we call that melody, to our rhythms. And it makes it feel very different. It makes it feel more musical. I'm going to have a special guest come up, and he's going to come up with his own pattern. You've met him before, but he actually has a special guest with him. So come on up, Mr. Peña. And Coda, you're going to get to meet my cat today. They're going to help us come up with some patterns. All right, let's see Coda's pattern. Ready? And she's about ready to leave. Here it is. Kit kat, Twix, Twix. Hey, have you ever seen a cat create their own melody and rhythm before? Well, now you have. All right, let's see if she can help us with one more. Oh, never mind.
Okay, she's done.
She's done. Okay, Mr. Peña's going to come up with 2 more patterns. Okay, before we sing it, did Mr. Peña stack any candy bars? No, he didn't. So we're ready to sing it. Here's the first note. Butterfinger, Butterfinger, Twix, Twix. Here's your turn. Butterfinger, Butterfinger, Twix, Twix. Hey, that's a good pattern. This is his last combination.
Okay, one more.
All right, let's try it. Butterfinger, Twix, Butterfinger, Twix. Wow, even though he used the same chocolate bars, that sounded really different. That's really cool. Okay, here's your turn. Butterfinger, Twix, Butterfinger, Twix. Nice work. Let's go ahead and give Mr. Peña that round of applause. Good. Give yourself that round of applause too. You guys are doing awesome with singing and our chocolate bar patterns. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and get our sheet of paper because we're going to draw some of these so that you can create your own pattern on your own. All right, once you have your paper and pencil, let's go ahead and get started. Notice that my paper is long ways, just like last week. Let's go ahead and draw 2 lines. So we had the sol line and the mi line. Let's start with the top line. I just drew a line going across, and I'm going to add an S to it because the word soul starts with S. Let's go ahead and draw a mi line. Mi starts with M. Okay, your paper should look like mine. Now we're going to practice drawing some of these rhythms, okay? And we're just going to practice them on these lines. So the first one was Twix. And for Twix, we're just going to put a letter T because that's what that starts with. So you can draw it like this on soul. Or if you want to put it on me, you literally just write it on me. Okay? That's what it would look like. All right, once you draw your chocolate rhythms, you can put them in a box because it's easier to see what line it's on. Okay, the next chocolate rhythm was Kit Kat. So you can do K, 2 Ks. Kit Kat. And don't forget to put those in a box. And if you wanted to draw it on the bottom line, you would just do like what we did with Twix, right? Also, make sure that we're not stacking any of these chocolate rhythms. Each of them has a little space, whether it's on the top line or the bottom line. Okay, our next chocolate rhythm was M&Ms. So we're just gonna do 2 M's in a box. M&M, that's easy to remember. And then our last rhythm was Butterfinger. So we're just gonna do a B, a letter B. Great, okay, we're just practicing how we're gonna draw all of these, okay? For your homework, you're actually going to create your own pattern. On your same piece of paper, I would just turn it around. And since I wrote with marker, it bled through the sheets. You'll draw your 2 lines. One is sol, the other one's mi. You can pick from these 4 patterns. So let's say I decide I want Twix. So how did we represent Twix? It was a letter T with a square around it. And I put that on sol. Okay, let's see. I can choose to get a different pattern or even the same one. It's up to me. But I think I like Butterfinger. So Butterfinger was just a B. And make sure we're not stacking these candy bars. So here's Butterfinger. And you know what? I really do like Twix. So I'm going to do another Twix. Twix, Butterfinger, Twix. And you know what? Let's change the last one. Kit Kat. So remember, you don't have to use all 4 different chocolate bars. You can choose to repeat some as many times as you want. But how many of these candy bars should be on your drawing? Only 4. So make sure you choose wisely. Okay, let's see what my pattern sounds like. Twix, Butterfinger, Twix, Kit Kat. Can you try that? Twix, Butterfinger, Twix, Kit Kat. All right, boys and girls, great work today with singing. We were singing between sol and mi, high and low. And we're also playing with different chocolate rhythms. Don't forget to, if you're at home, to take a picture of your drawing. Make sure your name's on top somewhere very clear and submit it through Schoology. If you're at school, the music teacher in the room will actually take a picture of your drawing and send it to me so that I can record it for your grade. All right, everyone. I cannot wait to see your creation.